Alright, so I'm here with your NXT Arrival review. And I just wanted to say before I get this video underway, or the review underway, I'm not going to be doing reviews on all those NXT shows that I've been falling behind on that I said I would. It's just a little bit too much for me. I want to get on track here with these NXT shows. I don't want to fall any more behind. So I just decided to say, fuck it, I'm not going to watch them. I skimmed through the episodes I missed. But yeah, I'm not going to do the review. Sorry if this disappoints anybody. But I want to get back on track here. I'm going to watch the episode that occurred last night. I'm going to watch it, put up a review on it. So I'm here with your Arrival review. And the show was pretty damn good, I thought. I thought it was a really good show. So it wasn't great, I would say, but it was really good. It was a really good show. So we get the show started off with Cesaro and Sami Zayn. Cesaro defeats Sami Zayn. And what a fucking great match this was. 5-star match here. This was a fucking awesome match. Holy fucking shit. Everything about this match was like, it was great. It had strength from Cesaro especially. Cesaro showed some great spots of strength. It had technical wrestling. It had emotion. It actually played into the storyline. With the Zayn being injured. I think he was legitimately injured too. I don't know if it was a work or shoot, but because he was the knee. Cesaro was working on the knee, and then at the end of the match, he was just Cesaro just kept uppercutting him, and it was just great. It had emotion, it had strength, it had technical wrestling, it had everything. You could fucking add. This was the best fucking match I've ever seen in my fucking life. That's not an exaggeration either. The best wrestling. Just by wrestling. All right. I'm sure there's other matches that are that have more of a story, like CM Punk and Cena from Money in the Bank 2011. That had story behind it. That's why it was so great. But this match was, I'm pretty sure, obviously I cannot recall every fucking match I've watched from WWE. But this match, I'm pretty sure, this is the best fucking wrestling match I've seen in my fucking life and from WWE. It was just great. Everything about it was awesome. So, yeah, 5 stars. Great way to start off the pay-per-view here. And Cesaro wins, which I'm happy about. And this just proves that Cesaro could be a top fucking star in the company. He has the skills to succeed. He has the tools and everything that you would look for in a top guy. But no, they're not gonna push him because Cena. Oh, it's all about Cena. Yeah, fuck John Cena. He's fucking on top. I'm saying fuck John Cena to the wrestler, not to the person. Because it's not really his fault that he's on top. But I'm just so fucking pissed off when you got people like Cesaro and Sami Zayn going out there putting on a fucking classic match, a 5-star match. Then you got guys like Orton and Cena who will just put you to sleep. They cannot fucking touch these two guys in the ring. They don't even come fucking close. But yet they're going to be on the top of the fucking company. Then we get, I don't have a list here. Probably should have got a list. But Mojo Rawley versus CJ Parker. I think Mojo Rawley won. Doesn't really fucking matter who won. What a fucking retarded ass match this is for a fucking pay-per-view. A rival, it's this big show or whatever they're promoting, and they just put these two fucking retards on there. Mojo Rawley, you cannot fucking just fucking calm down. Seriously, he's running around there like a fucking goof. Just high-fiving everybody. I don't know why the fans fucking like him. He's so fucking annoying. Seems like he's drank like 12 cups of coffee before he comes out. And he's just fucking running around like a fucking child. He seems like a fucking child. I mean, who runs around like that? He's like, oh, I don't get hype, I stay hype. It's so fucking retarded. I mean, he seems like a 6-year-old kid. Kids, parents hate him. They're so energetic. They run around when, the parents just want to fucking relax. There's kids running around, they got a bunch of energy. That's fucking Mojo Rawley. I just want to sit back, relax, watch the show. But you get Mojo Rawley yelling and, high-fiving everybody, running around like a fucking goof. It's fucking annoying. Oh, then you got CJ Parker, who's this, like, environmentalist. I think he doesn't like, all these cars or whatever. He's like, oh, drive electric cars, fuel efficiency. He's a fucking hippie from like fucking. He reminds me of somebody. Looks like somebody from the 80s or 70s. You know, an older, old timer almost. Not old timer, but just somebody who, looks like he's from the 80s or 90s or 70s. Some shit like that. He's just fucking retarded. Two of the worst gimmicks, in fucking NXT, and they just collide here, and the match was boring, of course. Just get this off the fucking card. I mean, if you want people to take NXT seriously, don't put this on the fucking card. Nobody likes Mojo fucking Rawley. Nobody likes CJ fucking Parker. So it's just stupid. A retarded gimmicks, and it's just a retarded little match here. Then we get, what was it, Paige? Or no, the tag titles match. It was the Ascension defeating Too Cool. And it was nice to see Too Cool back. Well, this just shows that NXT has no fucking tag teams. I mean, I've been watching now for a couple months, 2 months maybe, I don't fucking know, I don't keep track, but this just shows that NXT doesn't have any tag teams. They don't have any tag teams who are legitimate contenders to the titles. They had the Wyatts back. I remember they brought the Wyatts back, and it just, maybe just put them against the Wyatts if you really, it would be better than Too Cool or whatever. Or the Rhodes brothers, or just somebody, if you want to take somebody from the main roster, I think it would have been better than Too Cool. But, this just shows that they don't have any depth in the tag division. They need to fucking create tag teams, because they keep bringing back, they don't keep bringing back, but they don't have any tag, I mean, it's just fucking pathetic. I mean, again, I would rather have, like, them bring back the Wyatts, or fucking, have the Rhodes brothers, or some tag team, at least on the roster, because it's stupid. They bring back Too Cool. I mean, it was nice to see him back and all, but it's like, can we get a legitimate tag team, that's actually, in NXT? That's what I would have preferred. I mean, this is supposed to showcase NXT. Can we get an NXT tag team? No, because they don't have any. It's like, come on, create a tag team. I mean, they just tried out the Pitbulls on NXT. They fucking cut their asses. Why? It's like, they need tag teams. They're in need of tag teams on NXT. Why don't you just take the Pitbulls? And they could have been, that would have been a perfect idea. Even if they did use a tag team from the main roster, I still would have ranted on it, because this is just supposed to be NXT. And you might say, oh well, Cesaro's on the main roster. Well, he's been on NXT now for a month. He's like almost a roster. He's almost like a guy on NXT's. I'm sure if you went to WWE's NXT page, he would be on there. But yeah, just create a tag team. Stop putting it off. It's like the Divas in WWE on Raw or whatever on the main roster. It's like, you got AJ Lee, then what? You got nobody else. No legitimate contenders. Just create a tag team. Plan for the future. Don't just worry about now. Plan for the fucking future. And for the Ascension, I mean, they're alright. I mean, their gimmick is sort of stupid, but I mean, it's alright. But the match was pretty boring. But it was, I guess they get a pass because it's like Too Cool and they're pretty old, so. But yeah, I mean, I would have preferred some tag team from NXT. Then we get Paige defeating MIC. Some people calling this a great match and shit. It was good. It wasn't great. Maybe very good, but it wasn't great. I'll say that. It was slow at times, but for the most part, it was good. I enjoyed it. Cool power bomb from Emma. They started chanting better than Batista. I found that pretty fucking funny. Yeah, and they got a good crowd too. They got a pretty good crowd there. A lot better than the crowds on Raw. The average crowd on Raw. So yeah, but it was a good match. Emma wins with, or Paige wins with, I think it was a Scorpion Deathlock, I think it was called. Don't really know the proper move. I think Regal was saying what it was. I don't know what the proper name was. But yeah, good match. Not great, but good match here. Then we get the main event. Shawn Michaels comes out, which I thought was pretty cool. He cuts a pretty funny promo. He actually not acknowledging the fans' chants. Yeah, they don't do that on the main roster a lot. Shawn Michaels actually acknowledging the fans' chants and adjusting his promo to fit into the fans' chants. I like that. A good promo here. I enjoyed this little 2-minute promo from Michaels. Then we get the ladder match. Neville wins. Good, Neville's a great talent. He's a pretty good wrestler. He's got, he's a great wrestler. Maybe not great, but if he's not great, he's a step below great. But yeah, this wasn't a great match, but it was good. It was a good match. I would have liked to see a table or a chair maybe. We just got 2 ladders, but nonetheless, it was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Neville wins, which was good. Neville's a lot better than Dallas in the ring. But I like Bo's character. It's growing on me now, the character. It just fits him well. It's a good character. And for Neville, his wrestling pretty much does the talking. He's such a great wrestler that he doesn't really need too much to have that much of a promo. So it's not like Neville's shown that much charisma, but he's a good wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. So I mean, that's good enough pretty much for Neville. I mean, it's like Daniel Bryan. He's not a great promo, but he's good enough because he's a great wrestler. He doesn't really need an awesome promo. Same thing with Neville. He's very athletic. He's got some very entertaining moves, and it was just a good match. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was good. It was a good main event and a good little good ending with Neville winning. It was nice to see Neville get the belt. So hopefully he gets to the main roster soon, because I'm a big fan of Adrian Neville. I think he's a good talent. So so there's your NXT review, NXT Arrival review. Yeah, just I'm gonna do the excuse me, I'm gonna do the NXT. What was it? Yesterday, Thursday. What fucking date was that? The 6th. Yeah. So that review will be up later today, I hope, if I get time to watch the show. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this fucking show. I thought it was pretty good. Nice way to start up NXT. A lot of people were watching. I saw NXT Arrival was like the #1 trend worldwide. So yeah, I'm glad a lot of people were watching, and hopefully the trend happens. This trend happens. Hopefully a lot of people are now aware of the skill that all these NXT guys have, and hopefully they realize that NXT is actually better than the main shows for the most part. So there's your NXT Arrival review. Let me know what you thought of the show. I'm always wanting to hear your comments. And yeah, so there you go.